On this week's show, we give you an inside look at Gulfstream Coach, the company, its product lines, and what goes into building their luxurious ultra-lightweight line of trailers. And Britta Nelson, our Trailer Chicks cooker, shows us how to whip up a great Tex-Mex breakfast for your hungry group of campers. All this and more on this week's episode of Rolling on TV. Closed and Spanish captioning, where available, is sponsored by Jayco. At Jayco, we've been making family dreams come true since 1968. This week we take you to Nappanee, Indiana, as we pay a visit to Gulfstream Coach. Started over 30 years ago by James Shea, the company builds some of the country's best known and best loved RV brands. Not only did Jim Shea build a successful RV business, but also built a relationship with the town and its people that still carries on today with Jim's son Dan, who now heads the company. We sat down with Paul Campbell, Gulfstream's Director of Marketing, and asked him to tell us about the company's relationship and impact on the town.
Now, Gulfstream certainly is an economic force in Nappanee, Indiana. We employ a lot of people here directly. We also support a lot of suppliers in the area, so we have a big economic impact on the little town. And we try and return the favor that they've provided us by providing us with skilled, able, willing labor over many years.
Not only does Gulfstream build some of the best trailers in the world, but Jim Shea also built the foundation for a financially solid company, as Paul goes on to explain.
Gulfstream is debt-free, and it's a privately held company still owned by the original Shea family. That means we don't have any debt, we don't have any stockholders. Our first allegiance is to our dealers and to our retail customers.
I asked Paul what is one of the most instrumental changes, not only with Gulfstream, but in the industry as a whole over the past few years.
Our hallmark through our history has been quality, innovation, and value. But the new element in the business is lightweight. Lightweight really is a focus of all the design efforts we do, all of the purchase decisions we make, all the material considerations we have, and the construction that we produce now too. A lightweight trailer lets you get more trailer for your dollar. It lets you put more square footage on the road. It lets you use a less expensive tow vehicle. It lets you spend less money on fuel so you can travel more economically. Everything you can do in a travel trailer, you can do more and you can do longer if it's lightweight, easy to tow, and fuel efficient for you.
And now, let's find out a little about the company's lightweight models.
In our lightweight models, our Gulf Breeze and Streamlight offer floor plans that range anywhere from 21 feet to 30 feet in length. That means they run from small, convenient units that you can take out for a quick, fun weekend to something that you can live in for a whole season. In addition, in our Ultra-lite line, we build the Vista Cruiser brand name, which is a kind of a sophisticated travel trailer with a really distinctive profile, an aerodynamic shape, and the most advanced synthetic materials in its construction, so that it gets the lowest price per space ratio that we build.
And what that means to you as a buyer is that you can purchase a Vista Cruiser and tow it comfortably with any small SUV, minivan, or virtually anything else you can put a hitch on. Don't think that buying a lightweight trailer means sacrificing any amenities. Not by a long shot, as we learn.
People expect when they step into a trailer they'll have all the comforts of home, and that's just what we want to give them. We want to give them luxurious cabinets, all of the appliances that they're familiar with, the storage space they've come to expect, comfortable sleeping accommodations, roomy bathrooms with plenty of counter space, ample lighting, and all the entertainment options and electronic options that they'd like to have in their home.
And all those amenities, well, they also extend to the outside of the trailer.
When people are camping, they want to spend time outside. And that means we want to provide them with all the comforts that we can outside as well as inside. That means we're building big outdoor kitchens that include refrigerators, hot and cold running water, grills that they can cook on, plenty of storage space for their cooking utensils. We provide awnings on what we build as well, so that they can enjoy that space outside of their trailer and be a part of the party that goes on when you're camping. They can cook outside, they can entertain outside, they can watch TV outside and really enjoy the outdoors.
After the break, we'll head out to the factory floor and get a look at what goes into building Gulfstream trailers. We'll be right back. It all starts with pride and ends up being the gold standard in pop-up truck campers. Four-wheel campers. Need we say more? See for yourself by visiting fourwheelcampers.com. When it comes to RV glass and windshield replacement, there's only one name to remember: Duncan Systems. With thousands of windshields and side glass in stock, we are America's #1 source for RV glass replacement. And now, we can even repair those fogged up windows at a fraction of the replacement cost. For more information, including our locations, visit our website at rvglass.com or log on to rollinontv.com. How would you like to win a custom personalized awning for your trailer or RV? All you have to do is enter our Fun in the Shade contest, and you could soon be sitting in the shade under your personalized awning. To enter, visit our website at rollinontv.com and click on the Fun in the Shade contest banner. What are you waiting for? As with most manufacturers, the assembly operation starts with a bare frame that is positioned upside down, where the axles, springs, and other components are attached. Next, the frame is set right side up, where the wiring and plumbing are installed prior to the floor going on. Speaking of plumbing, did you notice the propane gas line? Unlike most manufacturers, Gulfstream prefers using steel pipe for its lines. Next, all the water tanks are plumbed and set into place within the chassis. Once that's done, the insulated aluminum frame floor is attached, and now we're ready to start installing all the cabinets and walls. Whoa! You know what? Before those walls and cabinets can be installed, they have to be made. So let's go see how they're built. Then we'll come back to the assembly line. On Gulfstream's light trailer lines, all the walls start off with square aluminum tubing that is cut to size, laid out according to the model and size of the trailer, then welded into place, forming a strong, light sidewall frame. Once that's done, workers attach brackets for the windows and doors. Working with blueprints, another crew measures, cuts, and installs all the foam insulation prior to sending the particular finish wall to the laminating department. What's amazing is that even with all of today's technology, building a great product still comes down to skilled craftsmen taking pride in their work. And at Gulfstream, many employees have been here for 20 and even 30 years. And that says a lot about the company. In the lamination department, all the components that go into making these light, strong walls are glued and sandwiched together prior to being placed in the vacuum bonding unit. By the way, those light and dark colored sheets of material going into the walls, they're a composite material that replaces wood. It's 50% lighter than wood, won't rot or water damage, is sound and energy absorbent, odorless, and has no formaldehyde. Once the bonding process is done, the walls are removed from the vacuum machine, the windows and door openings are cut out, and the completed sidewall is ready to head to the assembly line. Meanwhile, in the cabinet and woodworking department, another group of craftsmen are cutting and assembling all the cabinets, doors, and drawers that add so much to making these new interiors so luxurious and rich looking. If you look closely, you'll notice that all the doors are solid core wood. Up on the second floor, you'll find skilled upholsterers covering all the trim and window balances in a wide selection of fabrics and colors. Coming up next, we'll head back to the assembly line and watch all these components come together to create a finished Gulfstream trailer. Is your pop-up camper canvas getting a little worse for wear? Don't fret. Just call the friendly folks at Canvas Replacements, and their experienced staff will cut and sew you up a new one in no time. Canvas Replacements, your #1 source for all your pop-up camper canvas needs. For more information, visit the company website at canvasreplacements.com or call them at 800-232-2079. At Jayco, we're a lot more than just an RV manufacturer. We're all about family, and we've been making family dreams come true since 1968. To see our complete product line and find your nearest Jayco dealer, visit us online at jayco.com or just log on to rollinontv.com. How would you like to win a custom personalized awning for your trailer or RV? All you have to do is enter our Fun in the Shade contest, and you could soon be sitting in the shade under your personalized awning. To enter, visit our website at rollinontv.com and click on the Fun in the Shade contest banner. What are you waiting for? Welcome back. When we left the assembly line earlier, the floor had been put into place, and now all the interior walls and cabinets are being installed. Check out those nice rounded corners. They're practical and look great. Once all the cabinets and interior walls are in place, the side walls and roof are installed. And now we're ready for all the finish work. By the way, all the roof framework is built on the second floor, where all the heating and air conditioning ducts are also installed. Next, the rubber roof material is installed and carefully sealed into place. Some trailers will have slide outs installed, and at this stage, the wall is carefully cut out and removed. Remember, this cutout section will be the exterior wall for the slide out. The slide outs are built separately with all the cabinets and components built prior to the unit being installed. Once the slide out is installed, workmen finish up all the wiring, window installations, and overall finish work. At the same time, skillful hands and sharp eyes apply all the exterior graphics and logos that give each trailer its distinctive look. When all the operations are completed, it's time for another inspection, where Pam Bradley, along with her fellow inspectors, make sure they check out everything, including things the average consumer will never see. The last operation each trailer goes through before leaving the plant is a leak test. And that's accomplished with a unit that pressurizes the whole trailer. Then, a soapy liquid is sprayed around every door, window, or vent and checked for any possible leak. Like we said earlier, quality comes down to skilled craftsmen doing their job with pride, and a company that appreciates its employees. At Gulfstream, employee appreciation is more than just a phrase. So much so that years ago, the Shea family built the golf course, clubhouse, and recreation area behind the factory for its employees, customers, and visitors to enjoy. Need we say more? One of the most common questions we get when we do programs on RV companies and specific RVs is, what's it cost? Well, Gulfstream has solved that problem. All you have to do is visit their website at gulfstreamcoach.com and click on the Get a Price Quote link, and you'll have your answer. Now, how easy is that? Coming up next, Britta takes us south of the border for breakfast. Well, not quite. Stay tuned. Exciting, great things do come in small packages, like exceptional quality, extreme comfort, and luxurious appointments. You'll find all this and more wrapped up in one beautiful package. The Pleasureway Pursuit. See for yourself by visiting pleasureway.com. How would you like to win a custom personalized awning for your trailer or RV? All you have to do is enter our Fun in the Shade contest, and you could soon be sitting in the shade under your personalized awning. To enter, visit our website at rollingontv.com and click on the Fun in the Shade contest banner. What are you waiting for?
Hi, I'm Britta from Trailer Chicks, and today on Galley Chicks I'm going to show you how to make one of my favorite breakfast dishes. It's called migas. For a long time I thought it was of Mexican origin, but it's actually a Tex-Mex dish. This migas is going to be tortillas and scrambled eggs with chorizo, and to top it off I'm going to make a roasted tomato salsa. So we're going to start with the roasted tomato salsa, and I have this really nice comal, which is basically just a flat cast iron pan, and I've heated it up, and I'm just going to place these are cherry tomatoes. What we're doing here is we're just going to char them, so we'll get a nice black skin on them, and that will add a lot of flavor to it. And then just a couple cloves of garlic. You can leave the skin on. And if you didn't want to do this on the stovetop, you could also do it in the oven, just roasting them at a high heat. Put them on a sheet pan, and then I'm going to add one jalapeno. This will take a little bit of time to get the nice blackened char on them, and we'll just cook them until they start getting a little bit mushy, and then we're gonna just throw them in a food processor. So it's been about 5 minutes. The tomatoes are starting to break down. The kind of skins are popping. The onions have a nice char on them. The garlic's getting a little soft. Then we're just gonna put it in this little mini food processor. So with the garlic, I'm just gonna set it here for a minute so it'll cool, and then I'll peel it before I puree it. With the jalapeno, I just cut a little bit of it off the end, a few slices, and then you can always add more heat. And then the garlic, when it's roasted like this, it just peels off really easily. Kind of sweetens up the flavor of it too. And I want to taste it. It's definitely got enough heat. It's got a little kick to it, but it needs some salt. I have some really beautiful sea salt harvested in Netarts Bay in Oregon, and I like to add some lime to it to give it a little acidity. Let's see how it tastes. Tastes great. Today we're going to make one of my favorite breakfast dishes, which is called migas. It's a delicious combination of, well, today I'm going to use chorizo, peppers, onions, some corn tortillas, and scrambled eggs. And we're going to top it off with a great salsa. So to start, I have some chorizo cooking here. And this is a Mexican style chorizo. The difference being that Spanish chorizo is dry cured usually. It's usually like a hard salami. And this is more like just a bulk sausage. And we're just sauteing that and rendering some of the fat out of it, which we'll use to cook the onions and peppers in. So we're just going to saute this till the vegetables are nice and softened, and then while that's cooking, I'm going to crack the eggs and beat them. So I'm going to do about 6 eggs. And I'll just whip those really well. Those are getting close. Let that go for a little bit. And then I'm going to start by tearing up the tortillas. So the tortillas are really nice because they soak up the flavor of the chorizo and the vegetables, and then they just add kind of a another dimension to the scrambled eggs. So I think I tore up about 4 tortillas, and I'm going to add the tortillas to this saute. So we'll just let those kind of soak up the flavor and get a little bit cooked. These I'm just going to serve with salsa that I made, a nice charred tomato salsa, some avocado, sour cream, a little cilantro. So the toppings can really vary depending on what you have or what you like. So I think we're ready to add the eggs. And usually the chorizo has so much flavor to it, I don't end up really adding salt. So we'll see, we'll have to taste it, see. So this is almost done. I'm gonna turn the heat off because the cast iron retains a lot of heat. I'm gonna taste it first. It's really good. The corn is delicious. It needs a little bit of salt, and I think the salsa has a nice heat that'll be perfect with it. That one more stir, and then I'm going to plate it. So the migas are all ready to go, and I like to serve them with cilantro, one of my favorite herbs, a little bit of sour cream, some avocado that you can chop up. We have this beautiful charred tomato salsa that will go nicely on top. And then to kind of round out the meal, it's nice to pair it with some tropical fruits. And here I have papaya, some mango, grapefruit, oranges, and a really delicious preparation that's very common in Mexico is to just squeeze a little lime juice over all the fruit, and then a little bit of salt, and then we're gonna add a little bit of cayenne pepper so you get that sweet, tart, hot, all in one bite, salty. And then just be very careful with the cayenne. Just a little sprinkle of it all over, and it makes a great accompaniment to this meal. Thank you for joining me today on The Galley Chicks. You'll find all of these great recipes and more online. I gotta try this mango. It's the best.
For more information on Gulfstream or anything else you saw on this week's show, along with additional video and RV information, visit our website at rollingontv.com. For the latest up-to-the-minute RV news, visit our media partners at rvbusiness.com. If you're into RVing or just appreciate vintage vehicles, be sure to set your GPS for the RV MH Hall of Fame in Elkhart, Indiana. This museum houses the largest collection of vintage RVs and trailers dating as far back as 1916. For more information, visit their website at rvmhhalloffame.org.
Mm-hmm.